Okay, Wildcats, today we're putting the v in absolute value, defining absolute value functions and transformations. All right, let's take a one. Graph f of x equals x is shown. And then we're going to graph each transformation, okay? So g of x equals f of x plus 5, but f of x equals x, so we can write g of x equals x plus 5. Okay, let's go ahead and graph that in green. So we start our y-intercept at 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the slope is 1 divided by 1. Okay, so we go up 1 to the right 1, 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 up 1 to the right 1. Okay, let's take a look at number 2. Remember, f of x is x, so h of x equals 2x minus 3. And let's do that in blue. Okay, so we start at negative 3, so negative 1, 2, 3. But now this slope is actually, and I'm going to rewrite it so it's easier to see. This is 2 divided by 1. Okay, we do that because we need slope. Slope is always a fraction, rise or run. So this is up 2 to the right 1, 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 up 2 to the right 1. Okay, and let's take a look at the third graph. Let's do that in pink. Okay, so j of x is equal to 1/2 x minus 1. So we start at negative 1, and then this tells us we go up 1 to the right 2. So up 1 to the right 2, 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 up 1 to the right 2. All right, go ahead and finish up the warm-up. All right, let's take a look at the next page. All right, distance is always positive. The absolute value of a number is its distance from 0 on the number line. Follow your teacher's instructions to model each absolute value expression on the x-axis of a classroom coordinate plane. Rewrite each expression with the absolute value symbol. Okay, so A, the absolute value of negative 2 is positive 2. So that's right here. Okay, the absolute value of 2 is 2. Okay, the absolute value of 1 minus 2 is the absolute value of negative 1, which equals 1. Okay, here, this becomes negative 3. When you subtract the negative, it becomes positive plus 5, which equals absolute value of negative, positive 2. Which is equal to 2, which is right there. Okay. This is the absolute value of negative 6, which equals 6, which is right there. Okay. This is the absolute value of 0 times 4 is 0. The absolute value of 0 is 0. Okay, this is the absolute value of 12 divided by negative 3, which is the absolute value of negative 4, which equals 4. And then this becomes 8 divided by negative 4 is negative 2. The absolute value of negative 2 is 2. right, go ahead and finish those up. All right. Write your observations about the absolute value expressions you and your classmates modeled on the number line. Distance is always positive or 0, so the absolute value of an expression is always positive or 0. All right? The absolute value are always positive, so the absolute value of A equals negative A is not possible. All right, let's take a look at the next page. All right. So let's go ahead and fill in the table. F of x equals x. That means when x is negative 9, f of x equals x is negative 9. So this is negative 9, negative 6, negative 4, negative 1, 0, 3, 5, 8. All right, so let's go ahead and graph f of x equals x in pencil. So negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So negative 9 is right there. Negative 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 0, 0, 3, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's f of x equals x. Now, here, when x is negative 9, that's the absolute value. So the absolute value of negative 9 equals positive 9. And the absolute value of negative 6 equals positive 6. The absolute value of negative 4 equals positive 4. The absolute value of negative 1 equals 1. The value of 0 equals 0. The value of 3 equals 3. Absolute value of 5 equals 5. And the absolute value of 8 equals 8. And let's go ahead and do the absolute value in yellow. Okay, so negative 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Negative 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Negative 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Negative 1, 1, 0, 0. 3, 3, 5, 5, and 8, 8. Okay, there's your absolute value. All right, go ahead and finish up number 1. All right. So when f of x equals negative x, that's negative times negative 9, which equals positive 9. That's negative times a negative 6, which equals positive 6. Negative times a negative 4, which equals positive 4. Negative times a negative 1, which equals positive 1. Negative times 0 equals 0. Negative times 3 is negative 3. Negative times 5 is negative 5. And negative times 8 is negative 8. All right, so let's go ahead and graph that in pencil. Negative 9, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Negative 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Negative 1, 1. 0, 0. 3, 1, 2, 3. Negative 3. Let's see. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, there's that graph. Right, and then let's do this graph in pink. So this becomes the absolute value of negative times a negative 9, which becomes positive, which is 9. This becomes the absolute value of negative times a negative 6, which a negative times a negative is a positive, so that equals 6. Negative times a negative 4 equals the absolute value of positive 4, which is 4. This becomes negative times a negative 1, which equals positive 1, which equals 1. This is negative times 0, which equals 0. Negative times 3, the absolute value of negative 3 is positive 3. Negative 5, the absolute value of negative 5 is positive 5. Negative 8, absolute value of that is 8. All right, so let's go ahead and graph those points. So negative 9, 9. Negative 6, 6. Negative 4, 4. Negative 1, 1, 0, 0. And then 3, 3. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. There's your graph. Go and finish that up and have a wonderful Wildcat day.